Hopefully we are live. I just came on here for a short quick second. Just for a short quick second. You guys, some people need to go to sleep. Get some rest. Why be up all night? Up all night, rambling and going on, just talking about nothing. It seems like a lot of people are just mentally disturbed. And look, and it's telling me, leave these people alone. I mean, I don't understand it. And then you got people out here that has dibbled and dabbed, with eating coochie. Yes, eating coochie. Eating coochie and then have the nerve to try to, make homophobe, well, was it, what, is it homophobic slurs? Yeah. Homophobic slurs towards other men, but they were, a woman, going down on women. And they was also participating in orgies and, things like that to try to keep a man. But, hey, do what you got to do, but but look, you still contradicted yourself because at the end of the day, you were gay too. You did some gay shit. I don't give a damn if you was sucking on the peen. You were doing gay shit. A nigga had you. And look, a nigga was look. He wasn't satisfied with you. He wasn't too satisfied with you, so he had you doing gay shit. He had you sucking on pussy while he fucking you probably. hmm And the other way around. Letting someone eat you out. Letting someone eat you out. I can only imagine the scent, you know, in that room. But me personally, I wouldn't win for that. But hey, when you have did, hard drugs, sometimes you just don't give a damn, and you don't mind doing it with any and everybody. And that sad person over there is a prime example. She wanna have the nerve to talk. She wanna have the nerve to try to say, "I look like a frog." I don't give a damn about that. Well, I'm a damn good looking frog, okay? But you know what? You look like exactly what you done been through, and you look like you still own it. Ain't nobody, you can't even go back and try to change that. That's the sad part about it. You done let life whoop your ass, and look how you looking right now. It's too late. You can't even go back to try to even fix anything. I would not suggest any Botox. No, mm-mm. It'll make you look worse. It'll plump you up, because you're already plumped up enough, from the front and the back. Then you got the what is that? I'm trying to watch my mouth, but you got the bastards. You got them bastards over there in the background, and I can't believe that obviously I'm not the only one watching kids. You're watching kids too, huh? I guess she must be paying you too, because you ain't watching them for free. Look, I'm just assuming, but I think I am right. I am right. I ain't. Look. I know what's going on. I know how that go. You probably hated the fact that you had to watch them today. That's why you stayed up for however long. You've been on for hours. You've been on for hours. And see, when people have been on for hours and hours and hours, hmm, at some point you have to say to yourself that somebody may be doing a substance. They gotta be. They gotta be. I mean, I would not be on here for hours and 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 hours just playing music, sitting like what's going on? You got to be high off of something. And you know what? People that has done drugs, they have a good way of hiding it. So you can't tell so you can't tell that they are high. hmm And I see it through a lot of people. It's just not only her ass. It's not only her old ass. It's a lot of people out here that's like that, and you can see they are still addicts to this day. It don't matter. Oh, I quit this amount of years ago. Shit, I can't tell. I can't tell because the shit that you do on here, it can make you look plumb out crazy and mentally disturbed. That's why it's important to watch yourself and to watch how you are, coming off to your subscribers because at some point you can look a little manic, and some of these people got to understand. Sometimes it's best to not hit the live button. It is. It's okay. You may, even though you may like the attention, or you may like the, engaging with people that you may not know, or or let alone that you may not never meet. But you know, sometimes it's okay to just step back, take a break. But when you have done drugs and hard, like I say, when you done hard drugs, you are used to that attention. That attention have gotten you things that have really destroyed a lot of the inside, well, some of your insides, and those brain cells. You know, everything that we see that we feel like is good for us ain't good for us. But I don't think that you have learned your lesson, and you are still continuing to do the things that you do over and over again. But what goes around comes around. So, if I were you, if I was around your age, my goodness, you think I'm gonna be doing YouTube and hollering and really having kids all in the house? Hell no. Uh-uh. And if so, hell, I know, daughter is paying you. You ain't doing it for free. You know, you really rather have a nigga up in there than the grands. Let's keep it real. I know your type. I know your type. You rather have a nigga up in that bitch, and you probably really mad because you can't do what you really want to do. Which is go down to the slouchy ass bar, that hole in the wall, or ride around and just be trying to get in everybody else's business and act as if you are known because people know you, because you may be, those are your neighbors and people that's in the neighborhood. They know who you are. You are a regular, so of course people going to speak. That ain't nothing big. You act like, oh my goodness, see, I can go anywhere around here. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Wow, folks are speaking to you. Wow. Okay, wow. They know your ass. They been knowing your ass for however long. They probably tired of your ass. But you know what? They ain't gonna let you know that though. And if they ain't look, and I can't wait. I can't wait till one day that you are on live and your ass be trying to be all friendly and shit, and somebody go off on your ass while you off in that damn chair. hmm And hopefully they don't kick you out the chair. And hopefully that's not on live, cause I would love to see that. hmm I would love to see some confrontation with that mouth of yours, that big old wide mouth of yours. I would love to see some confrontation. Have that same energy that you have for the people that's on the internet, in person with the people that's around you that you know. Have that same energy. I want to see it. I want to see it. You look. You got so much to say about somebody else having the same energy. How about you have the same goddamn energy? Yeah, you got so much time to plug that motherfucking chair up. You got the energy for that. Hell, have some energy to throw them hands when you get out there on the sidewalk, rolling around. You should be in a car. Call transit. Really get on the bus, well, like you normally would do. hmm Playing with your life. You better be. You better. You talking all that crap right now on live, but you better hope that you don't get mugged. You better hope. Because baby, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I see it, I look, baby. Oh wait, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna laugh because that's what you get. hmm That's what you get. And I heard you was talking about people, kids, and their hair. Baby, look at your head and your hair. Psst. Go back to wearing better wigs and all. Look, stop wearing that synthetic shit that you can't curl. It's always look. It will always remain in one style in one place. Hopefully, it depends on how you take care of your shit. Honestly. But yeah, look, You've been having them braids in your head for a little bit too long now, and it's time for you to take that shit out. Yes, indeed, take it out because it's looking stiff. Like I've been told. I already told you that maybe a few nights ago. Yeah, you looking stiff, and you need to get out. Really get out that chair and move. Continue to move. I'm gonna continue to tell you this too. You gotta move. You gotta move. You got to, because you are looking a little bit unhealthy at this point. See, stop eating the bonbons and all that fried foods. Yes, indeed. Them carbs are fucking you up at this point in life. From the face to the stomach to the ass to the thighs. Yes, and the feet too. Because when you see somebody with swollen feet, you know something going on. Too much fluid on their motherfucking body. Too much fluid. It's time to go to the hospital and get that shit taken and get that shit handled. If not, you won't be around here for too much longer, trying to get on the YouTube talking your ish. I'm just saying, it's the truth. hmm But on that note, you guys, since we always gonna have someone always out there pressed, let her continue to run them chops. Run them chops. Get all upset. I want to see you do more lives. Do a, do, look, look, do a whole 24-hour type of live at this point. And I bet you start. I bet you still get up and go to the same place as like we are impressed over here. Oh, we wow! Look what Fred is doing. Not a goddamn thing. The same old thing. Doing all that goddamn partying. She should have her ass in a church and and she should be on her knees praying daily. But no, she's still caught up in the world. hmm Still caught up in the world. Ain't trying to get herself together. That's the sad part about it. You at a woman that's around your age should be getting herself together all the way. But you rather wait for a different outcome. And when that outcome happens for you, baby, don't come crying when it's too late because you had a chance to change. You did. But on that note, you guys, y'all be blessed and not stressed. And we're out of here. See you, cannonballs. I love you.